Hey, what's up, guys? We finally got Hayashiro. I know a lot of people have been anticipating him for the better part of the year. Those that are familiar with what's going on in NMD3 have seen that he was released last year. So I'm pretty excited to get into this one. He's looking like he's going to be a pretty solid addition to anyone's roster. So a lot of flexibility, a lot of great options to use, and we'll get into it here in just a sec. Starting out with the support skill, you can see that you get a damage boost for wind attack, and that gets you going when you're above 50% HP. For the perks, the first two are pretty standard. So your attack's going to be 80% with a wind weapon, you get a second relic, and then his third perk is going to be strong versus human. A little bit of extra time on the wind spirit power when you collect another. Oh, you get an extra boost. And then 3 Eyes, it looks like he has an ability that lets you select some additional attacks. So you get a wind ability. Looks like fireballs and a thunder shield. And then perk 6, you can see that he gets extra damage for the final portion of his ninjutsu, and then a clone when he collects a feather soul. Okay, so standard triple jump. So ninjutsu has a few different parts to it. So it looks like it's an initial strike that targets the enemy. And you got some spinning shurikens. Then final slash, and then try essence hearts. Okay, so these are the abilities we're seeing. So clones to do a wind thrust. So it looks like wind damage for the first one. I'm assuming the fireballs are pretty similar to what Kuro does for his ninjutsu, and then a thunder shield. I'm guessing this is similar to iPhone-y. Okay, dual wield out of the gate, and a standard attack node. Okay, so first phase damage boost for ninjutsu. And then second phase looks like it also gets a damage boost on this next one. Okay, so it looks like these ninjutsu boosts are specific to parts of the phases, not the whole phase itself. A boost with a wind weapon. First form, Okay, so damage boost there. Some more element stones. And more damage on that first form. Okay, so looks like human damage for the ninjutsu and spirit's power. So a feather will spawn every 20 seconds, gets an attack boost, and then when the duration ends, Hayashiro will lose 2 stacks. Okay, so he doesn't lose everything, which is good. And it looks like his ninjutsu will automatically attract the feathers to him. Oh, and then it doesn't cool down outside of a boss battle, so for arena between bosses you should be fine. Got HP recovery. And then another ninjutsu node. Looks like most of these are focused on the first and second phases. Okay, attack damage. Okay, extra time for the Thunder Shield. I have a feeling it doesn't last very long with the way that's stated. Okay, extra fire damage. Wind damage. Okay, so they got all 3 elements there. Okay, more ninjutsu damage. More damage for phase 1. This looks like it's all damage for phase 1. Yeah, different parts of phase 1. Alright, let's get him leveled up real quick. Okay, more wind attack. Or more attack with a wind weapon. Okay, damage boost for wind spirit power. Since it's on a timer, I suspect that taking damage means it doesn't go down, so you don't have to go damageless like you gotta do with the other newer ninjas in order to keep the stacks, so I think that'll be nice. just keep collecting those feathers. Alright, so these look like they're all phase 2 damage. Curious what that last one is. Oh, okay, that looks like the last phase has additional damage there too now. Yeah, Void Cleave is the name of that last bit. Okay, so more human damage with the ninjutsu. Oh nice, he gets quad jump. Okay, so more damage on phase 1. Phase 2 damage. Oh, actually, that one looks like it does extra. It is more damage, but it looks like it has a little bit of an added effect. Reduce cooldown. We'll need to look at the behavior during phase 2 of those shurikens. Alright, get some more elemental stones. Alright, sub-weapon damage boost and score. So you get 2 stacks after using new ninjutsu. So I'm guessing that with his relics he'll be like near max stats, or near max stacks, and then he'll be able to get full stacks with his ninjutsu right out of the gate. Got more ninjutsu boost here. Okay, so attack up with main weapon being wind. More damage on one spirit's power. Okay, more ninjutsu damage on phase 2. Some more fireballs on tri-essence. Okay. Another ninjutsu node. Oh, need more. So it looks like a lot of his stacks are really focused, or talents They're really focused around his ninjutsu, but it looks like he has other ways to attack besides just waiting for a weapon and shurikens, so I think he'll still hit pretty hard overall. I think a lot of people will look at a one-shot with ninjutsu and say, hey, that's all the damage, and just think about it that way, but it looks like he's going to be pretty solid all around. Okay, more human damage on ninjutsu. Wind damage on triarts, okay. HP recovery. I bet that last one's that final phase. Yeah, it looks like it. More damage. Okay, so taking a quick look at his wind talent, so Shuriken Orb plus 50 attack, and then Wind Element. Okay, so standard stuff. Alright, so his perks, again, standard on the first perk, attack plus 80 with Wind Weapon, additional relic slot on the second one, and then the human boss damage on perk 3. So for testing purposes, we'll go ahead and just get the human boss one in there. We'll consider those first 3 as your base. Tempest Shuriken, so weapon attack at 244 start, which is pretty nice for SS. So you attack plus 184 for Wind Spirit. Okay, so Wind Element damage 182 and damage from boss and minions reduced by 6%. So this looks like a poor man's Kamitachi. Spirit Feather, so attack plus 130, and then your stacks plus 1. So I think that one everyone's going to want. Get a Master Mystique on him just to have it for testing purposes. Alright, so starting with some upgrades. So 2 stacks on R1, attack goes up to 154, 205 and 156 for the attack boosts. 226 and 65. Okay, 3 Wind Spirits and 178. That's just R2, and then R3 4 stacks, 212 attack, 265 attack, and then attack plus 80 for each stack of Wind Spirit. So I think he's going to be overall pretty solid once you get those stacks going. Alright, so 206 and a decrease to 7% on R1. 230 and 8%. R2 jumps to 10% and 272 on R3. Yeah, this is a really good relic. I mean, you could build this one up, and then if you decide to use it for a different Wind Ninja, it would still be helpful. It's not locked in just for Hayashiro. Okay, so 282 and 68 health. And 74. 82 and 86. So alright, let's get into our perk test. Remember, we're starting on perk 3, so let's see. Shurikens, spin out. Oh, okay, so they kind of go in and out. So went out twice. And 66k on that damage there. That was interesting. For perk 6. Also testing out how long it takes for the feathers. Just double checking because we had the ninjutsu in the middle earlier. Yeah, so about 25 or 20 seconds. That's not bad. Locks on pretty quick too. Okay, that looks like a 40,000 damage jump. Okay, so when the boss is behind, phase 1 hits, phase 2 misses a lot. So when the shurikens expand, they hit, but that's it. And the final part hits. Okay. Do a quick human test. Compare them side by side with DFK. Alright, so let's see. 386,000. And for DFK, so not quite as high. Alright, so Hayashiro test on a non-human boss. So 330. Crimson slash Soga. Now for all of these, I'm just doing the 3 top relics for each. Same weapon. So 226. For DFK, 192, so he's low. So for Koi, 282. Check her next to the boss. So those look slightly weaker than Hayashiro. So doing the close test. Oh, she beats him. Okay, interesting. So it's situational. So while I give my final thoughts here, I figured it'd be a little fun to show him fighting himself. So let's get into it. His Tri-Essence Arts, they give a flexible way to respond to bosses and stages, giving you an additional answer for just about any situation. His ninjutsu has decent boss tracking with parts of phase 2 missing if the boss is behind you, but otherwise does really well at keeping the damage constant. Perks 1 through 3 are your standard perks, where your first one is going to be the elemental weapon matching the ninja boosting the overall attack. The second perk giving an extra relic slot, and then the third perk giving a damage boost against a specific boss type. In this case, it's going to be more damage against humans. Perk 4, it'll be a welcome to players trying to keep max stacks of Wind Spirit's power. This gives players basically a second chance through the extra time if you happen to miss a feather. And then Perk 5, it's a nice boost to each of the Tri-Essence Hearts with 5 seconds added to the cooldown or reduced for the cooldown for each feather collected, and then extra damage dealing capability for both fire and wind, and then the lightning gets a little bit of a healing boost, which is pretty nice. Perk 6 gives a decent damage boost to Hayashiro's ninjutsu, as well as summoning a clone that deals damage for each feather soul collected, so a nice way to keep damage constant between the Tri-Essence Hearts and the feathers. And then, just overall, Hayashiro feels powerful, just like when you fight him. It's easy to use without any complicated setups or button presses, and is a great option for players who are free to play or light spenders. His passive is reliable. Since you only need to collect feather souls, this makes keeping his quad jump a lot easier than Koi or Shihara, which they end up losing those stacks, and then when they take damage, and then you have to figure out how to avoid things, whereas with Hayashiro, if you happen to get hit, you're not going to have to worry about that as much. We did see earlier in the testing that there are scenarios where other ninjas can do more damage, right? I did a test with Koi, and she outdamaged Hayashiro on Redbeard, but, overall, he's still keeping up with her in terms of damage, so just as a new ninja, he's not completely outclassed by anyone. He has a good response for just about anything, and I think he'll feel good in just about anyone's hands. So I felt really good using him. I used to be a Riki main. I've been maining Hayashiro, and I had a lot of fun playing him. And that is it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this or if you're looking for something else, and I will catch you on the flip side.